I'm probably the most qualified person to do this review, with my first ever VR experience being less than 3 weeks ago on a first generation HTC Vive with Vive wands that I traded an old FMA 6500 actual cockroach of a laptop for in order to get, and with about a grand total of 4 hours in the game, I really can't think of anybody who's more qualified than me, myself and I, to do this review. So, grab your Cracker Jack, Shrek blanket milk, Nicolas Cage pillow, and hold on to your imaginary girlfriend who's on the brink of leaving you, because it's gonna be a wild one. So as previously mentioned, I got my first VR headset about 3 weeks ago. I got home, hooked it up, went through about an hour of existential dread before I finally accepted the inevitable fate that I would never see the light of day again. My next move was to get some games, so I opened up my internet browser of choice and started looking for some games that would be worth my time. And after spending about 15 plus hours of research, I can confidently say that I came to the conclusion that there's only 4 games worth getting: Beat Saber, Pavlov, Half-Life, and Boneworks. So I did what any sane, financially unstable parental disappointment would do. I went to the Pirate Bay. The first thing to mention about playing Boneworks on the Vive wands is that you're going to develop the hand strength equivalent to that of a crocodile holding onto its meal for dear life from the sheer amount of time that you're going to be holding onto the grip buttons. You'll actually be able to crush just about anything from straight up grip strength. The devs, however, did an incredible job of creating an experience that can easily trap you for hours at a time, with your only tether to reality being that your hands feel like somebody's holding a blowtorch to them when you're using the wands. One of the big draws to VR is playing with things that have physics, and in Boneworks, everything has physics. Everything. Guns, people, boxes, computers, basketballs, dumpsters, books, ID cards, foam mats, and the walls. The walls have physics. You don't know what it means to feel like a god until you've broken out of the Matrix by busting through a wall with your crocodile grip strength, but it feels pretty damn empowering. I am a fucking god! Plus, there's this really cool slow-mo thing that you can do where you actually feel like you're in the Matrix, like throw your gun in the air and flip it, and then self-loathe for an hour and a half because you failed 47 times at trying to catch it by getting the magazine in. But when you do manage to do it though, those times that you do manage to get it in, the feeling that they give you is strong enough to cure ED. But it gets even better because you can get samurai swords and a frying pan, meaning that you can play through the game as either Samurai Jack or a batshit crazy mom, or some weird combination of the two of them. And I like beating these guys up, similar to how I like when someone beats my my like buttons on my videos. Woo. Like, I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's pretty damn fun throwing a watermelon at a zombie and then beating him to death with frying pan or even just your bare hands. Unfortunately, though, I didn't really get to use the sword. I kinda threw it into one of those blue glowing bins, and it teleported my sword to some alternate dimension like Britain or something. But it's in the game, so woo. Oh, and there is actually a story to the game, but it's not a straight driven narrative, meaning that you actually have to explore the area and find things to figure out what's going on in the story. Which is pretty cool, and it adds a lot of replayability to the game in case you missed something, or if you're just like me and just didn't pay attention to the story the first time through. But I'm kind of just lazy and don't like working, so I just went through and killed things. Oh, and there's literally a trash can you can use as armor from turrets, and you can use the lid as a shield from bullets, which is just hilarious, if you ask me. I kind of don't know what else to say, so this game is great. Buy it. Buy it. Goodbye.